Hi guys, I'm Tim Lance with Red Dog Bushcraft. Today I thought we'd do a little bit of a discussion, a little fireside chat. Well, I haven't got the fire going yet, but it will be here shortly. We'll plan on cooking outside tonight for a little bit of dinner. I want to have a discussion on pots. Some of the cooking equipment that I use when I'm out camping or practicing my bushcraft skills. So hold on just a minute, I'll bring you in a little bit closer and we'll discuss where my cooking equipment has progressed as of now. I'll reposition this camera, move you in a little bit closer so we can look at these pots, and we'll get started. Okay, so let's start out with the old. Now, any of you that's been watching my videos for any length of time will recognize this pot. It's the same pot that I've been using for a very long time. It's very popular in the bushcraft community. It's the old Boy Scout style pot, very reminiscent of the one that Morris Kahansky uses in some of his videos, and that's what I've been using. This is an aluminum pot, and it has a spout sticking out here with holes that act as a strainer so that you can strain off your beverages when you're pulling them out or if you're making a stock. That and this fry pan is what I take with me most of the time. This is just a thin carbon steel frying pan with a fixed handle that you can slip a couple of rings on this and wedge a stick in there and extend the handle out if you want to. But it's very nice when you're out camping, if you can afford to wait, to have a fry pan. And these just fit together like this and fit down inside of a little stuff sack. So that's what I've been using in the past. Well, I'm trying to switch as much stuff as I can to stainless steel. Now, I've been using aluminum for a long time. I've never had any issues, and I know people who have been using it for years, but there's some signs that it could be detrimental if you use it all the time to your health. There's a lot of discussion about it. Of course, now they're starting to have some issues with some of the stainless steels, so you have to be careful with that too. But stainless steel weighs a little bit more, but I really like the way it acts around fire, as far as if you were to boil all of the water out of it, or if you wanted to use this to make char, or if you wanted to bake in it. Stainless steel is just more durable than the aluminum. You don't have to worry about it burning up, and even though it weighs a little bit more, it's a little bit more rugged too, so I like that feature. So the next thing that I decided to try was this pot. This is the Zebra Pot that you see a lot in many of the bushcraft videos, and it's similar to the size of my original bush pot, and it works okay. Now, I actually like having the little plate up here, even though a lot of people don't really care that much for it. It did come with some clips that locks everything together, but they're plastic, so they would melt, so that's not going to work for you. But it has a decent lid that will come right off. You don't have to pry it off or anything. I like that because when I'm cooking, I don't want to have to be prying to lift the lid off. But what I don't like about this pot is there's no pour spout, and there's no handles on this pot. So when you get ready to pour it, the technique is you have to hold it by the handle and then turn the handle and the pot and get it to turn sideways and then pour it out. And it takes a little bit of practice, and I can get pretty good at it, but it never fails. When I'm actually at camp somewhere, or it's cold, or you're working over the hot fire, that's when you spill everything. So you wind up using a stick, and you take the pot and you turn it like this, and you pour out of it. It works, it's okay, but I must admit, I miss my spout. So, good pot, very doable, but this is going to wind up in my camper, and it's going to be the pot that remains and stays in my camper for when we go camping that way. While I was at the Pathfinder gathering, I picked up this pot. This is the Pathfinder Bush Pot, and this is the one made of stainless steel, and it comes with this stovetop. Now, this is very reminiscent of the stovetop that they have for their canteen and their water bottle, and you can tell that that does fit in there very nicely. It holds just a little bit, but it's no problem to get off. And the idea is you can flip this thing over, and that gives you a way to get heat in here if you set this in a bed of coals from your campfire, and allows you a nice cooking surface. The other thing that it's for is utilizing either solid fuels, charcoal, or what I like to use are these small alcohol stoves. And I can put that down in times that it's not practical or I'm not allowed for the area that I'm in to build a campfire. I can use my alcohol stove, set that there. I have about that much clearance between the top of the stove, and it gets so hot that this thing, I mean, it just turns red. But there is no ill effects from this. It's very solid. I'm very happy with the size of this and the way it's made. Plenty of holes in the top, and of course it has a way that elevates it. The pot itself, the lid does fit a little bit tighter than the Zebra, but yet you can simply lift that off without any effort at all, just by taking a sport, and it pops right off. Now you can adjust that a little bit by pushing in here at the spout. I've got this one, when I first got it, it would come on and off without any tension at all, just like the Zebra. But I wanted it to have just a little bit of tension, so I squeezed the pot in ever so slightly. Yeah, I keep my spoon and fork inside of that with some other stuff. That whatever I plan on cooking when I'm out on the trail is what I put in this pot. I don't normally carry anything except my sport and a little small fold-up spatula inside of this, because this becomes my food container. Let's see, what else about this? The top, which man, the sun is so bright out here right now, and it is so hot, it's just incredible. Several positions on the handle. I really like that, and of course the ability to hang and to hold on to that. But what really makes it special is it has handles, and this just taper. It's like they made a round pot and then somehow took a machine and creased that front end. So you don't have a spout sticking out like you did my old aluminum pot, which every once in a while, you know, they get smashed in your pack and gets mangled and you have to straighten it back out. This one so far, I have not had an issue with that. And of course, it's very easy just to hold on to the handles and pour. Believe it or not, these do not get that handle. The handles do not get that hot. Just with my regular work gloves that I use when I'm cooking around a fire, I've been able to hold on to these and pour and not have any issues at all. And you'll see this as I cook my meal tonight. I'll be utilizing this piece of equipment in that cooking process. I just wanted to give you a quick look at it and to tell you that now this pot and my carbon steel Frypan is going to be my new cook set. So that's what you're going to be seeing from now on. I really like this. If you're interested in one, you can find them at the Pathfinder store. It's by far the nicest pot that I have found to take the place of my aluminum one. It's just perfect for me and what I do. If you get a chance, if you're interested in looking for a good bush pot, here you go. Give it a try. Wow, and the time I've made this video is gone from blinding bright and hot to this front's coming in and it feels like a thunderstorm's coming. So let me hurry up and finish up. It probably would have been helpful at the beginning of this video to tell you that this video is an answer to a question. Several people have asked me, what do you use when you're planning on going out for a few days to cook when you're out practicing your bushcraft skills? So the answer to that is my new Pathfinder Bush Pot and the spoon fork combination with the stove and the high carbon pan. The only addition to that would be the alcohol stove, a good pair of leather gloves for working around the fire and holding onto these handles and stuff would be very beneficial. And I use the Pathfinder 32-ounce bottle nestle cup and stove combination. This is the new generation stove. It has been remanufactured and is now large enough that it fits over top of the nestle cup. Sorry about that, big diesel truck going by. And everything nests together and fits inside the bag. So if you buy this set now, the new generation, it all fits together just like this. And this is an awesome set. This is my primary, and if I need more, I carry the pot, the pan, and the alcohol stove. Alcohol stove works fantastic with the bottle nesting cup and stove option also. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out. I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, home of global safety and survival. And until next time, guys, God bless.